Welcome back, students. Now, as we read subject science, chapter 2, food and health, and we read up to the topic enough rest. Now we'll read the another topic, which is diseases. Okay. So when we are sick, neither our body nor our mind feel good. It's not at ease. Means it mind is not at peace and it feels very uncomfortable. Okay. So what is a disease? A disease is an abnormal condition in which body is not able to function properly. So whenever a person get diseases, it does not feel good and it is an abnormal condition. It is not normal, it is abnormal condition in which a person's system does not work properly, does not functions properly. Okay. Disease can occur due to many reasons. So occurring of diseases in one person, it has many reasons. Okay. Some diseases like diabetes or arthritis are caused when a particular part of our body stop functions properly. So some kind of diseases which occurs when the function of our body does not work properly. And deficiency or the lack of particular minerals and vitamins in the body also causes diseases. Diseases are also caused by the deficiency, means lack of some nutrients. Okay. And those diseases which are caused by the deficiency of the any minerals, particular minerals, that are called deficiency diseases. So deficiency diseases means diseases that are caused by the lack of some particular minerals or vitamins. Okay. So it can be broadly classified into two states, into two types, which one is communicable and another one is non-communicable. Non-communicable diseases. So these are the diseases that are not passed on from one person to another. Communicable means when you get in touch with another person, communication, to build up communication. Okay. So communicable are those which you get when you are in contact with the another person, and which is passed on to one person to another. And non-communicable are those which is not passed on to one to another. Okay. So some non-communicable diseases are night blindness, beriberi, scurvy, rickets and anemia. So these are the diseases that you get by your own or by the deficiency, lack of any mineral. These are the diseases which you do not get by another person, but it builds up in your body itself. Okay. खुद ही हो जाती है. Now we'll read about these diseases. Now first one is night blindness is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A. When you have a lack of vitamin A, you'll suffer with night blindness. Green leafy vegetables, mango, papaya, tomato, buttermilk, fish and egg yolk are rich sources of vitamin A. So if someone is suffering from these diseases, night blindness, so they should intake vitamin A products which are rich in vitamin A in a good amount. And what happens in night blindness? The patient cannot see in dim light. So as you can understand by the name, night blindness means if a person is suffering from the night blindness, he can't see in the dim light. When the light is dim, low, he's not able to see. Now beriberi. Beriberi is a disease caused by the deficiency of vitamin B1. Vitamin B is present in unpolished rice, milk, meat, peas, cereals and green vegetables. So beriberi is also a kind of disease which occurs when a person is suffering from disease, means a person which has lack of deficiency means lack of vitamin B1. Okay. Now scurvy is caused by the deficiency of vitamin C. And what happens is in scurvy, bleeding gums, swelling joints result and from scurvy, vitamin C. Okay. Bleeding of the gums and swelling of joints results from scurvy. So when a person is suffering from scurvy, they will get bleeding gums and swelling joints. The joint parts will get swelled up. Full jayega. Okay. Now, vitamin C is present in the citrus foods, amla, tomato, green leafy vegetables. So these are the things in which vitamin C are present, and if a person is suffering from scurvy, they should intake food with rich in vitamin C. Now, rickets. Rickets is caused by the deficiency of vitamin D, and the main source of vitamin D is sunlight. So in this disease, the bones become soft. In this rickets disease, the bones of the person become soft. Vitamin D along with the minerals calcium and phosphorus makes our bones and teeth hard and strong. Calcium comes from milk and its products. So vitamin D and some calcium and mineral and calcium, these make our bones hard and strong. So we should intake it, and we should intake the products which is rich in vitamin D. It will make our bones strong. Goiter. Goiter is caused by deficiency of iodine. Iodine we get from salt. In goiter, a gland in the neck region swells. Goiter can be prevented by using iodized salt. Seafood is also rich in iodine. So if when a person suffers from goiter, then his neck part gets swelled up here. This neck part gets swelled up, and to get rid of it, we should intake food which is rich in iodine. We should eat iodized salt. Okay. Anemia. Anemia is caused by the deficiency of iron in food. So anemia is a disease which is caused by the deficiency, means when a person is intaking food which has a lack of iron. Okay. In anemia, the hemoglobin in the blood becomes low. So this is a kind of disease in which the hemoglobin becomes low in the blood. Hemoglobin is a component which is present in blood. Because of hemoglobin only, the blood we see it appears red. Okay. So the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood reduces. So if hemoglobin will not be there, then the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood will reduce. Okay. Iron is present in dates, apples, bananas. So if someone is suffering from anemia, they should eat the food which is rich in iron. Okay. Now you read about the non-communicable diseases. It occurs when a person suffers from the deficiency of vitamins and some minerals. And now we'll read about the communicable disease which we get from one to another person. So these are the diseases that can be passed on from one person to another person. Communicable diseases are spread by microbes or germs called bacteria, protozoa and viruses. So these are the diseases which get spread by the germs, protozoa and bacteria. Okay. So these germs spread through coughing, spitting or sneezing. So as we know, communicable diseases gets passed on with one person to another. So if someone will sneeze, if someone has cold, अगर किसी को सर्दी है, and if he or she is sneezing in front of another person, then the little droplets from his mouth get affected to the another person, means get spread to the another person, and the person gets affected by the diseases. Okay. They can also enter the body through cuts in the skin. And apart from passing on to one person to another, it also gets spread if a person has cut on the skin, on the body. Bacteria cause disease like plague, tuberculosis, typhoid, pneumonia and meningitis. Okay. So bacteria are the kind of germs, microbes which cause diseases like this. Protozoa, it's also a kind of microbes. It causes diseases like malaria, amoebic dysentery. Uh, Malaria mainly gets spread by the mosquitoes. Okay. Viruses cause diseases like the common cold, polio, chickenpox, and measles. So viruses affects us by by causing the diseases like common cold, polio, chickenpox, and so on. Okay. So some of the ways in which these diseases are through direct contact also persons get affected, like many diseases like common cold, chickenpox, measles, ringworm, whooping cough, and scarlet fever spread through direct contact, either through clothing or other articles used by the sick person. So if a person is sick or are suffering from these diseases, if another person uses used cloth or towel, or if means by clothing, or some if he has used some clothes, or when he sneezes or anything, when a person comes close to the sick person, these diseases get passed on. Okay. Through infect food and water, disease like typhoid, cholera, diarrhea, polio, jaundice spread by eating infected food, drinking polluted water. So some are the diseases we get affected by these diseases when food is infected. Okay. When the different kind of insects come and sit on the food, they releases the germs in the food, and when a person intake that food, the person get affected by the diseases. Flies and cockroaches carry germs from sewers and contaminate our food. Okay. So these insects, as I told you right now, these insects sit on the food. They carry various germs, because these flies and house flies, they go everywhere, sit on dirt and bad things. So they come and sit on our food, and they releases the germs, and we get affected by eating that infected food. It contaminates the food, means infects the food. Okay. So we should always keep our food covered. We should not leave it uncovered. Okay. Handling of food with dirty hands, lack of proper sanitation are the main causes of pollution of food. So a main cause of polluting the food is to not handling it in a proper way. अगर गलत तरीके से खाना बनाएंगे, साफ करके नहीं बनाएंगे और गलत तरीके से उसको हैंडल करेंगे, तो जो फूड है वो डेफिनेटली कॉन्टामिनेट हो जाएगा. Through the air we breathe. So germs are very light and we can't see germs through our naked eyes. So they are very light. So they also move in air, and germs that cause diseases like chickenpox, whooping cough, diphtheria, influenza, and scarlet fever are present in the discharge from the nose and the mouth of a patient. So, and these diseases can spread through sneezing. So these are the kind of diseases which which is spread by the sick person when they sneeze in the open area, and the germs get transferred to the air, and after that it affects the another person. And through air also germs get passed from the sick patient to a normal person. Through insects, disease like malaria, yellow fever, plague, dengue, kala-azar are caused by blood-sucking insects like mosquitoes, fleas, and bugs, and sandflies. So some insects are also responsible for some kind of diseases. In 1994, a large number of people in parts of Maharashtra and Gujarat suffered from the plague caused by the bites of rat fleas. In 1994, Gujarat and Maharashtra suffered from the plague. Plague means widespread disease, which was caused by the bites of rat. Okay, so they suffered from the plague, from this disease, which was caused by rat bites. Dengue is transmitted to a person by the bite of an Aedes mosquito that is infected with dengue fever. And dengue is a fever, means a kind of disease which gets transmitted to a person through mosquitoes. Malaria is caused by protozoan, which is carried by the female Anopheles mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito is a breed of mosquito which spread the disease called malaria. When the mosquito bites a person suffering from malaria, the protozoa are sucked up with blood. When this mosquito bites healthy person, the protozoa are injected into the person's blood, causing malaria. So if a person is suffering from the disease malaria, and this female Anopheles mosquito goes and suck the blood of that patient, the infected person, and again when it sucks the blood from a normal person, this protozoan disease gets transmitted to the another person, malaria, through carriers. Some diseases are spread by the healthy carrier of germs, like a healthy person may carry germs of typhoid, cholera, dysentery, etc. in his body. So these diseases are also spread by the healthy person, healthy carriers. Such a person usually does not suffer from disease. However, people who come in contact with the carrier are in danger of catching the diseases. So here it's making us understand that a healthy person means a healthy person who intakes the food in a proper amount, which has a proper meal. The germs, they can also carry germs, but it does not affect that very person which is carrying the germ. Why? Because he had made his immune system very strong. Because of that, his body fights with the germs and becomes successful and does not suffer with diseases. But when a person comes in contact with a healthy person who is carrying these germs, they may get affected with it. Okay, AIDS is an incurable communicable disease that damages the immune system of the person and leads to death. It is spread by a virus called HIV. So one of the disease which is AIDS, if a person gets affected with the AIDS, then this disease, AIDS, make the immune system of the person very weak. They make them very weak to fight with diseases, and it leads to the death. Okay, and this is spread by the virus called HIV. Now, prevention of communicable diseases. How to prevent it? So there are many ways to prevent this communicable diseases. Germs of certain diseases stay on articles like clothes, combs, towels, toys used by a patient. So all such articles, including linen, clothing, must be disinfected or boiled to kill the germs. So how to get rid of these germs? We should regularly disinfect our things. So a patient who is using their articles or things, the germs, mostly the germs get stuck with his articles or clothing. So we should regularly disinfect or make that thing, wash that thing and make it pure regularly. And also we should disinfect our environment, floor, and so on things. All cases of infectious diseases must be reported to the civic authorities so that precautions can be taken to prevent their spread in the area. So if any infectious diseases has come, so we should we should do the complaint, or the civic authorities should get reported, so that he could make his area, he should the civic authorities can take precautions regarding that infectious diseases. So right now, as you know, this virus has come, COVID-19 coronavirus has come. This is very new for all of us, and we don't know about it right now. And so as we get to know about it, we are taking a lot of precautions, like wearing a mask and washing our hand properly. We should go outside very little, and also we should stay away from the people who are get infected with this virus. Okay, so right now we do not have any cure for this virus, but we the scientists are working on it. So when this cure will come, until then we have to remain in the house, and we should be cautious. We should take a lot of precautions while moving outside, and to prevent from this disease. Okay, so child suffering from any communicable disease should stay away from the school till they are fully recovered. So if someone has got caught by the any disease or some kind of disease which is communicable, like this virus is also communicable, so they should stop going outside and getting in touch with another person. They should keep ourselves away from the all the persons, in case they should not get affected. We should make efforts to prevent the breeding of germs. Personal environmental cleanliness prevent the breeding of germs. We should also we should not pollute the environment. If we will pollute it, then the germs will breed over there, and it will make us ill. Destruction of mosquitoes and their breeding grounds is the best solution for protection from these dreadful diseases. So we should not spread dirty things over. Means we should keep our environment clean, so that these mosquitoes will not spread the disease. Okay. Now, methods of prevention. Houses should be airy and open. As you know, when the houses will remain open and airy, then we will get proper sunlight and fresh air, which are the natural disinfectants. Mostly this sunlight kills the germs very frequent. Mattresses, linen, clothes should be exposed to sunlight from time to time. Mattresses which you used to sleep on, and linen clothes, and mostly the clothes which is washed, we should keep those clothes and mattresses in sunlight, so that sunlight could kill the germs right away. A supply of clean and germ-free water for drinking and cooking is essential for health. Impure water should be boiled for about 10 to 15 minutes and then stored in clean and covered containers. So we should use water purifier. Water purifier हर जगह होना चाहिए, so that we should intake pure water. And if water is impure, then it should get boiled up to 10 to 15 minutes, so that the heat will kill the germs in the water. Okay. Chlorination is a way of purifying huge quantities of drinking water. Chlorination is a way, it is a process in which water gets purified. Germs in milk are killed by pasteurization. The milk is heated at a high temperature for at least half an hour and then cooled down quickly. This kills harmful bacteria. So milk, if you will see a pack of milk, like milk packet, if you'll see, then over there it is written pasteurized milk. That means that this milk is free from germs. In this case, how pasteurization process occurs, in this process, milk gets boiled up, gets heated up for approx half an hour, and then gets cooled in by heating, the germs which is present in the milk get killed, and after that it is quickly cooled down. Okay. Breeding of flies must be prevented in or near our house, as they pollute your food, water, and we should not throw or throw things here and there. It pollutes the environment, and onto that polluted things, the breeding of germs and mosquitoes and flies, they used to breed over there and also pollute our home. Okay. Toilets and bathrooms must be cleaned and disinfected regularly. So bathrooms and toilets also, they should get disinfected every time. They should get washed and get cleaned up every time, so that the germs could not breed over there. Okay. Now vaccination. Vaccination is another way of protecting ourselves by acquiring immunity against certain diseases. There are vaccines available for diseases like diphtheria, cholera, typhoid, and so on. So we should get vaccinated from the, like, vaccination is a way of protecting ourselves from the diseases. Okay. So if वैक्सीनेशन लेना इसलिए ज़रूरी है, सो दैट इन फ्यूचर हम उस डिजीजेस से इन्फेक्टेड ना हो. ओके. So polio is an immunization campaign established by the government of India in 1994 to eradicate polio by vaccinating. Okay, polio is also polio. You can see when a child take birth, after some time they gets the polio drops. When a person gets a polio drop, it does not get affected by the polio. Polio में क्या होती है? Polio is a kind of disease जिसमें proper growth नहीं हो पाती है, या फिर a person gets affected. Okay, proper growth नहीं हो पाती है body की, या फिर चल नहीं पाते हैं. So government made this polio drops compulsory for all the newborn childs, so that they should not get infected in future with polio. Okay. From time to time, all children under the age of 5 are given oral polio drops against polio virus. Okay. As I told you right now, this campaign proved to be successful, and incidence of polio in India has decreased dramatically. So when a baby get born, they should get the parents should give the child vaccination, so that जो future में बीमारियां हैं उसे affect ना करे. Okay. So this chapter is completed. The word meaning and question answer work I'll provide you through WhatsApp group. Stay home, stay safe.